is ours.
Yeah, their opponents are constantly trying to push them off balance, and that's when they're most vulnerable.
That was supposed to be one of their focuses tonight. They knew it would be a struggle, and now here they are struggling.
Enemy stole Point Delta. Enemy stole Point Echo.
Go for sniper.
You're the last one standing on your strike team. Be careful.
Combat Champion
Capture the obelisk to lock down
โอ้
a
โห
new spawn location.
ปล่อยยิงผมได้ไงนะเพื่อนซ้ายมือเนี่ยน็อกอยู่จนตอนเนี้ยน็อกอยู่แล้วเพื่อนไม่ชุบก็ตายอ่ะร้อยจะตายแล้วเพื่อนมาชุบเพื่อนมาชุบด้วย
This
เพื่อน
takes
ชุบ
them
ห
out
น่อย
of a good defensive
สุ
position.
ดยอด very good thank you
And reminded countless times, but here they are again. Catching shells.
อุ้ยโดนอีกแล้วโอ้โหไม่น่าใช้ปืน
Be kindly stopped for me.
ไม่น่าใช้สไนเปอร์เลยใช้ปืนกลดีกว่าชม
Stole Point Bravo.
Spawning on your strike team is a great way to get into the action. The assault class carries health packs for a reason. Placing one of those near a choke is a great way to keep your strike team alive.
Enemy took Point Charlie.
เคลียร์ซ้ายไหมเคลียร์ซ้ายซ้ายมาบ่อยเหลือเกินนะ
This match is
Ôi, đôi đi.
starting to get out of
Nó lẹ,
hand and
phượn
it's
gì?
looking worrisome.
They'll need to get
Tên
out of
ผม
these
น็อก
traps and fight back into the lead.
Then they need to start now.
เกมนี้ไปลองเล่นได้นะโยนในสตรีมครับกดขอลองเล่นเลยครับเล่นได้เลยครับมาตามมามันตายแล้วเกิดใหม่อ่ะใครว่างตามมาครับใครว่างตามมา
I remember once when I was competing at Meta. They used to have this old field with a scarecrow in it. Well, I was out of ammo and on the run, so I climbed into that scarecrow and nobody noticed me. We won the match even though I hit the
เฮ้
scarecrow
ย
the
โอ้โห
whole
โด
time.
นหน้ายิง
Wow, another courageous story by Big Bear
มา
Elston.
ขยับตัวได้ไหม
I'm
นี่
surprised there isn't like a
โอ้ทีมแดง
statue
บุกมาแล้ว
or
ทีมแดงบุกมาแล้ว
Yeah, me too.
เพื่อนโอ้โหผมไม่น่าจะรอดอ่ะโอ้โหระเบิดเรียบร้อยยังไม่ตายตายเรียบร้อยลูกซองอย่างเรียกผมบอกเลย
Let's get back in the action.
Enemy took Point Echo.
เฮ้ยอ้าวทำไมงั้นน่ะ
The halftime showdown is coming up next. This is a one-gun standoff. Everybody has the same gun.
Ammo is limited, but every time you get a kill, you get more.
คือเกมยิงนี่นะครับ Combat
Sometimes you get the
Champion
flunk, and sometimes the flunk gets you.
It took me a long time to learn that lesson. Lady Flump can be a cruel mistress.
โอ้ยโดนเพื่อนเร็วเจ็บเข่าเพื่อนเจ็บเข่าเรียบร้อยมันต้องเป็นโดเดอร์เนี่ยโอ้โหมีเป็นโดเนี่ยผมยังไม่พ้นโดอย่างเงี้ยในเกมเนี่ย
Only 2 minutes left. Stay sharp.
เร็วเพื่อนสู้มันคุณลอยได้ด้วยนะชมดูดิโดนยิงอะไรได้ไหมนี่
Meadow Industries wins the halftime showdown.
เฮ้ยเราป้องกันได้ดีเฟน
Let's have
Song
the
phụ đó nó.
rumble of the match.
Vesperium alleges Meadow is engaging in illegal logging practices, including cutting down protected trees. Meadow denies
Lên đây
this,
bên lòi
saying
à?
any tree is theirs to cut down.
Today's grievances are brought to you by Galvanon. Feel like a lucky punk with Galvanon. Well, here we are, round 2. Can they compete?
I think so. Things really started to heat up right before the half. They found their momentum.
That was the biggest reason they went on the run they did.
They showed versatility and energy on both ends of the field.
Oh yeah, this is vintage combat champions. I'd say this is going to be a big second half.
Big second hand มันกดอะไรได้ไหมตัวเล่นอ๋อนี่แหละระยะประชิด
We've captured
ช
Point
อบมาข
Alpha.
วานะ มันกดอะไรกระโดดเมื่อกี้อยากลองบ้างอ่ะ
Enemy took point Bravo.
Five rounds.
โอ้โหยิงไม่
Ah,
ตาย
curses.
มันยิงเน้นหัวเนี่ย
Captured point Charlie.
เพื่อนอยู่ไกลไหมเนี่ยเพื่อนเป็นพละหน่อยเพื่อนหลังเพื่อนอยู่หลังเนี่ยโอ้โหเพื่อนก็น็อก
Go get some.
Capture obelisks to control spawn locations. The more you own, the more options you'll have. Enemy stole point Charlie.
Making
เฮ้ย
flat.
แจ๋วมันยิงมาเถอะวะเอ้ย
They may be asking a lot of a
รักษา
young
ตัวเองแป๊บ
teammate.
รักษาตัวเองแป๊บ
Yes,
รักษาตัวเอง
and
แป๊บ
finding
รักษาตัวเอง
different
แป๊บ
ways to handle
รักษา
every
ตัวเองแป๊บ
single
รักษา
match
ตัวเอง
has
แป๊บ
been an uphill
เฮ้ย
battle
โอ้
for
โห
these
ขอ
newer
รักษาตัวเองแป๊บก็
champions.
ไม่ได้โอ้ยดูมันยิงซ้ำผมด้วยนะ
One more time with feeling.
อ้าว
Enemy stole point Alpha.
ใครชอบแบบแนวยิงนี่ตอบโจทย์เลยอะเฮ้ยมัน
Today's matchup brought to you by Polishaw, built to heal.
ขออนุญาตซ้ำครับเพื่อนของผมโอเค
Enemy stole point Echo.
โอ้โห
Was that enough bullets, do you think? Kill trade.
ขวาโอ้แล้วโถมซ้ายอะนะแล้วเพื่อนอยู่ไหนนี่เฮือตาย
Get back in the action.
Point Alpha belongs to us.
ภาพสวยจัดเฮ้ยโดนอะไรอะ
Attention combat champions! Attention combat champions! You will be slaughtered! That is all.
Winner
โอ้
for
โห
Meadow Industries.
มันจบไว
With
ยังไง
that
กำลัง
loss,
มันเลย
Meadow's gonna have to plant some replacements. Well, these numbers speak for themselves.
It was a close match. The only difference was the numbers.
The match is over, and Blue Team is taking that L on the way out.
They ought to keep their chins up, though. They played their freaking hearts out.
Big props to the employee of the match.
Oh, yeah, we saw this coming a mile away.
These champions have grit, that's plain to see. Meadow Industries just wanted it a little more.
Today's post-game stats brought to you by Idalia Dairy Farms. Cow lactation for that wow sensation.
Let's have some more combat champions, shall we?
Combat Champion
Welcome back to Combat Champions. I'm Big Bear Elston, and I am so very excited to be here.
Yes, I'm Lynn Harvester, and we are coming to you live courtesy of the CMA.
Oh, yeah. Let's have one more nibble of that sweet, sweet annihilation.
The time has come. This is a matchup we've been waiting for.
You and me both. We were here the last time these two titans met, and what a show that was.
What's different this time around, you think?
Well, they're coming into this with a bad taste in their mouth. They have some wrongs to right, so to speak, and this is the place to do it.
You're thinking this will be a, what do you call it?
A rowdy dow?
Yes, this will be a rowdy dow.
Oh, this'll be a hootin', hollerin', no good, beat down, drag out, dirty, rotten, rowdy dow, I tell you what.
You took the words right out of my
ใครยิงผม
mouth.
อะ
All right, and with that, we have a match to get into.
Chief Combat
officer here. I'll be providing key tactical information throughout the match. Vamos a ganar. Point Echo is ours.
To capture a point, all you need to do is stand near the obelisk.
Yes, but be careful. Trouble is always right around the corner.
ก็ฝั่งเด็กมันไหนหมด
Enemy took Point Delta.
Barriers placed for your convenience.
The time is on your side once you've built up a nice little lead to protect it.
Yes, and this is the perfect start.
I love how these obelisks take on the personality of whichever team captures them. It's the little things, the CMA's attention to detail. It's wonderful.
A deep one. Now they're asking themselves, are we comfortable enough to pull this off?
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
That hurts.
โอ้โหไม่ทัน
Sniper rifle to the dome.
มีดีเลย์ด้วยนะ
Assault. They'll want to get to the next point right now. Start looking ahead.
Then they can slow things down because the red team is starting to roll. Remember, in combat champions, how you play is just as important as why you play. You can be impressive, you can be theatrical. So do stunts, show off, rack up those points.
Enemy took Point Echo.
ตรงนั้นโดนสไนป์ส่องเหรอ
Climb.
Point Alpha is ours.
Hear that beeping noise? Somebody just set off a metal detector.
Champions are safe at their home base. They can't deal damage or get hit. Assess things each and every match, play for here and now, and let yourself have some fun.
When they find themselves falling behind, it can be hard to remember to loosen up. They do need that fun and that fluidity to get back in the groove. Catching shells.
โอ้ย
Fear the pistol.
ไม่น่าเลยอยากจะช่วยเพื่อนไง
Tonight's respawns brought to you by Synaccurate. Go the distance with Synaccurate.
Careful, strike team is down.
It's that one to drop.
Okay, fine.
They could use
ขอดีกว่านะ
reviving.
Enemy stole Point Echo.
โอเคเคลียร์
Their struggles may continue and start to bite them.
Word. It's looking that way. On the move. That
โอ้
hurts.
อยู่ตรงไหนเนี่ยข้างบนโอ้โห
Enemy took Point Alpha.
Ready to rock.
ยิงได้นะเนี่ย
Well, let's talk about the mascots at some point. I could tell some stories. Well, then again, maybe I should. I was down in the arena earlier this afternoon. I gotta say, perfect temperature with a slight breeze. This is a great day for a hostile
ต้อง
takeover.
เปิดไม่ได้หรอทำไมฝั่งเราแต้มมันน้อยจังอะเรายิงไม่มันอ่ะ
It's time for the halftime showdown. This is one gun standoff. Everybody has the same gun.
Ammo is limited, but every time you get a kill, you get more.
No respawn.
Flumps Only is probably the most musical of the halftime showdown.
There should be an orchestra that only plays the flump.
I'd buy a ticket to that show. Plus, I bet they do a wicked Beethoven 5. Flum, 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 flum.
Flump, 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 flump. Strike team needs reviving.
Remain. Stay frosty.
Ui, ตรงไหนยิงเอายิงอะไรกันมันเหลือเกิน
Mining wins the halftime showdown.
Very well played.
Let's get to the beef of the match.
The beef is on the grill.
Well, Ascension is claiming that Vesperium's chemical runoff has gotten into one of Ascension's mines and contaminated a large shipment of iron.
Today's grievances are brought to you by ZDI. You can relax with Parallax. Tell me, Bear, what is it you say about competition? Sometimes it's the only thing that can make you better?
Oh, absolutely. There's nothing like a good rivalry to get you into gear.
Okay, then tell me, what have you liked about this offense tonight?
They seemed to be fairly cohesive in round one and sharing the space. They weren't really worried about who had the point. They were more concerned with making proper reads. Quick reads and reacts on offense have been the key to their strategy.
They'll want to pull that parachute late in the drop, or they'll be an easy target.
โอ้โหมันไม่พอ
Watch out for metal detectors. They are loud.
Enemy stole point Alpha. We've captured point Delta. Charlie is ours. Enemy took point Bravo.
Great start to a new day.
So much for easing your way into things, huh?
Social media for tonight's sponsored raffle, brought to you by Magnuson. Sometimes a shotgun is more than a shotgun.
Enemy team is in the lead.
Getting
โอ้
hit,
โดน
belly
ช็อต
up.
โดนปืนอะไรเนี่ยปืนแรงจริง
Let's get back to the action.
Can I tell you a secret? I'm your biggest fan.
Took point Charlie.
Champions are safe at their home base. They can't deal damage or get hit. Both teams looking very good on capture control.
Ha ha! They're having fun out there tonight.
Enemy took Point Alpha. We've captured Point Charlie.
Getting active. Nice up. 2 for the price of 1.
Taking flak. Now they're the mayor of Bullet Town.
โอ้ยโดนเรียบร้อยดับเบิลคิว
Here we go again.
We've taken the lead.
They didn't need to look up. They didn't need to look around. They knew exactly when and where to do this thing.
Such great awareness. The presence on display here. Wow. I once did an exhibition match where we used paintballs instead of bullets. And the goal of the match was to become the most beautiful canvas champion. Guess it came in 4th place.
You sure you're not describing another one of your dreams?
Maybe it was a dream. Because in the pageant I was wearing roller skates and talking like a flamingo.
Getting hit.
Somebody bought the farm.
They're pretty cheap,
โหมา
too.
2เลยตรงนั้น
We've captured Point Beta.
What's really important is they're not being outplayed.
If you can negate at least one of these capture points and make it difficult for the other team to get control of both, then you're where you want to be.
Enemy stole Point Delta.
Five rounds. And now
โอ้โห
for the
มา
long,
3
quiet night. Now go out there and get it done.
เล่นฝั่งนะเท่าไหร่เนี่ยเราไม่เห็นจำนวนเลยเนอะ
I'm sure the snipers are having a field day with these conditions. They're perfect. I can see a mile in every
เดี๋ยวพยั
direction.
กว่าแข่งที่บนโต๊ะนะแม่
Resupply. Well, if you're just gonna walk through the metal detectors, everyone's gonna know you're here.
Point Delta belongs to us.
ไหนหมดเนี่ย
Enemy stole Point Bravo.
The Spirium
Hey.
Oil wins the match.
Well, looks like that iron is gone
ไม่
for
เจอ
good.
ใครเลย
With that, let's bring up the stat sheet and take a peek.
Both teams showed up today. I'd say they showed up big time.
Well, chalk this up as a loss for blue team.
No big deal. This is a great team. They'll find a way to win on the next one, I'm sure of it.
Congratulations to the employee of the match.
Bravo.
Great job, everyone. That was a fun little match to watch.
Today's post-game stats brought to you by the CMA. Together, we are the future.
I can't wait to see the next match.
You won't have to wait long. We've got more in store, and it's coming
2 ทุ่ม
right
ครึ่ง
up.
Yes. Hello. How are you? Welcome back to Combat Champions. I'm Big Bear Elston.
And I'm Lynn Harvester. Super excited to be here.
As am I, Lynn. Tonight we are coming to you live courtesy of the CMA.
Talk about an
Come on,
exciting
Nina, that's not
head-to-head.
being-
These two have been itching for a rematch.
This comes right on the heels of several trades. They'll be going up against former teammates, which could add a personal touch to an otherwise bombastic display.
This is going to be massive, this is. There are a lot of little arguments that will be put to rest by
Hey.
the end of today's match.
Yeah, baby. I couldn't be more excited.
เอ้าเลย
Good day, Chief Combat Officer here. I'll pass on strategic information about the match. Let's say we get going, eh? Enemy took Point Alpha.
เฮ้ยอะไรนี่จรวดอะไรชม ภาพมันสวยดีนะเกมเนี้ยไม่เห็นใครสักคนเลยตอนนี้ฝั่งแดงไม่ได้แต้มตรงไหนนะเห็นฝั่งแดงแล้ว
Point Echo belongs to us. Point Delta is ours. Enemy took Point Charlie.
Radiant Horizons, the company with the cutest mascot. Am I right, Lynn?
No argument here. I'd give the little guy a big ol' hug if I were current on my radio.
What can they do to change
Ui.
the storyline?
โอ้โหมา
Oh,
ด้านหลั
they
ง
know what they need to do. They need to loosen up and have a little fun and take some risks.
I agree. This isn't the time to truncate their reach.
Assault in the house. Champions are safe at their home base. They can't deal damage or get hit.
เห็นแล้วโอ้โหเต็มเลย
Taking damage.
โอ้โหอยู่ตรงไหนเนี่ยโอ้โหด้านหลัง
I want to see focus. I want to see grit. I want to see determination.
Well, those red helmets are making it difficult for them.
Enemy took Point Delta.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Isn't that what you always say, Bear?
You got that right. Stick with your team and you can do anything. Things have gone from bad to worse.
This is the largest deficit so far.
Resupply. Oh, they don't stand a chance against a volley of bullets like that.
They're getting mowed down.
Careful, strike team is down.
Ooh, there's a
โอ้โหสอง
dirt
ทาง
nap.
Yeah, call that a dirt slumber.
สู้บ่ไหวเลย
Sniper.
ทีนั้นเงินเราเอาหน่อยสิเฮ้ย
This costume is so heavy.
แม่คุณพ่อของมันยังไม่เดือดเนี่ยคุณพ่อของมันเองคุณพ่ออะเป็นคนไทยเขาเปลี่ยน
One thing now that we're going to learn is how do they respond when they're on their back foot? Because there haven't been that many occasions when they've
โห
been
สู้
pushed
ไม่ไหว
back.
ที่มันโห
Not
ด
to
จริง
this
ชม
extent,
ทีมแดง
no. But you're right. We're sure to see what they're made of if they want to stay in this.
I think they do.
Let's head on over to the halftime showdown.
This is a one-gun standoff. Everybody has the same gun.
Ammo is limited, but every time you get a kill, you get more.
ครับถาม
Sometimes you get the flump, and sometimes the flump gets you.
It took me a long time to learn that lesson. Lady Flump can be a cruel mistress.
Ooh, looks like someone needs a revive.
Charges forward! Jump!
Straight's right.
Staying active.
2 minutes remain. I believe in you.
โอ้โหไม่ทันหลบ
Someone's
Oh.
killing time out there, but not in the traditional sense.
Not traditional at all.
Radiant Horizons wins the halftime showdown.
Nice get there.
I got the grievance of the day right here. Let me read.
The Spirium is crossed with Radiant Horizons for detonating a nuke near one of its facilities. The workers came down with sickness, and apparently there are some dogs that got exposed to the radiation and are now terrorizing the area.
All right, partner, we got to pay some bills. Today's grievances are brought to you by VDI. You can relax with Parallax.
Both of these teams are having a phenomenal game. And I'm talking about down there on the field. I don't care what the stat sheet is telling me.
How will they produce in these conditions?
Oh, please.
Hey.
This is where they live. Give them some
Alay
time and
ka
you'll
na.
see what I mean.
Hey, you're
Kung doon
right.
lang
This is a
yan.
brand new round. They have the
Doon
space
yun
to
ah.
figure it out and make some moves.
Enemy still point
อะไร
Delta.
นกคูกำเนิดไวจังเลย
If you see an obelisk falling into enemy control, don't hesitate. Get there fast and put a stop to it.
Go out there and have some fun.
Time to get nasty.
Champions are safe at home base. They can't take or deal damage.
เฮ้ย
Welcome to the afterlife.
โดนเหรอ โอ้ my god นี่มันโดนยิงเราใช่ไหม
They don't seem like a team that gets very affected by falling a little behind.
Oh no, I think this will be a far more even matchup than we've seen so far.
And a shout out to today's sponsor, Ascalapico. Healing done right.
อ๋อ รู้ละ ผมไม่ได้กดสเปคบาร์
Taking damage.
Point Alpha is ours.
Get the lead out.
Enemy took Point Bravo.
On the move.
โอ้โห
looking like a
ปืนมันแรงจริง
goose-down shadow.
ยอมเลย
Ice
ปืนมัน
cold, Lynn. Ice cold.
We've seen them get out of this alive before. I mean, right?
They've been able to fight out of it a couple of times, but you make those mistakes to get into those situations, you're eventually going to pay the price.
Yeah, that's what they're doing right now. They're starting to get worried. They're probably going to start playing a bit more aggressively to compensate.
And putting themselves in vulnerable positions just to make some headway.
And it's a risk, but it could work. Getting hit,
โอ้โหโดนไหนยิงเนี่ยโอ้โห
and another one bites the dust.
โดนคุมไม่หมดแล้วชมดูดิจะได้เกิดได้ไงโดนคุมพื้นที่หมดแล้วเนี่ย
The saboteur is great for getting in and out without anybody ever knowing you're there.
That's what those silenced weapons are for. Sneaky kills, sneaky captures, playing the shadows, and going rogue. Radiant Horizons is won!
Vesperium is gonna have to live with them radioactive mutts.
โดน
Let's take a
คุม
look at
ไม่
the
หมดแล้ว
stats.
Pretty even match all in all.
Ooh, a tough loss tonight, but I'm happy both teams competed.
Absolutely. It was a heck of a match.
Congratulations to the employee of the match.
Well done. Very well done.
What a stellar matchup, and indicative of where these champions are headed for the rest of this season.
Today's post-game stats brought to you by Galvneon. Zero in on performance.
A satisfying conclusion.
But there's plenty more combat champions coming up, so don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Combat Champions. I'm Big Bear Elston.
And I'm Lynn Harvester. Tonight we are coming to you live courtesy of the CMA.
Oh, yes, there's nothing subtle about this hustle.
So glad all of you could be here with us tonight.
Especially for what should be a pretty exciting matchup.
These teams have played each other before, Bear, and there's a bit of rivalry developing between them.
They've been hungry for a rematch, and the wait is over. The beef is going on the grill.
Oh, baby, I'm ready to find out how this is gonna shake out.
Buenas. Chief Combat Officer here. I'll be providing key tactical information throughout the match.
เฮ้ยโอ้โหมาชิดเราตอนไหนเนี่ย
Point Beta is ours. Enemy stole Point Charlie.
Now's your moment!
Enemy stole Point Alpha.
I only take these mascot jobs to pay the bill. I'm actually a professional.
Assist. A win for Ascension. Capture the obelisk to lock down a new spawn location. Couldn't ask for a better start.
No, you could not. They're feeling it. And a shout out to today's sponsor, Kalasha. Built to heal. On the move. Slice left.
Taking damage.
โอ้ย
A hail of bullets.
หลบไม่ทันนึกว่าจะมาทางขวาดันมาทางซ้ายแล้วลูกพี่เจ็บเข่าแล้วโอ้โดนซ้ำเว้ย
Now go out there and get it done.
ครับคุณดีเคยังเป็นเทสอยู่เหรอครับใช่เกมนี้เป็นเทสอยู่ครับเรามาเล่นได้ในสตรีมครับ Combat Champion
Enemy took
ก
Point
ดขอ
Alpha.
ลองเทสเลยครับแป๊บเดียวได้เลย
Taking flag.
ถอยก่อนอยู่ตรงไหนยิงเนี่ย
Like another point in the bag.
They keep this up, there won't be a point left
โอ้
to take.
มันเกิดตรงนี้ด้วยเหรออ๋อนี่มันไปทำเป็นจุดเกิดได้โอ้โห my god รู้ว่าเกิดแต่ฝั่งนู้นชมมันเกิดฝั่งนี้ได้ด้วยนะตายแล้วเราเพิ่งเล่นเนาะเดี๋ยวเราต้องไปทำลายจุดเกิดมาก่อนนี่ผมดื่มเยอะ
They're holding on to this lead with an iron fist.
Well, when you're at this level of play, everything you're doing, it looks effortless, you know?
Sometimes you have to ask yourself, how bad do you want it?
Yes. And the answer to that very simple question, well, you'd be surprised how much it'll
เนี่ย
affect
เป็น
the
จุดเกิด
outcome
มา
of
นะครับ
this
ลอง
match.
ไม่ว่าทำไมมาเกิดตรงนี้ได้เพราะมาทำจุดเกิดไว้ตรงนี้นี่เองเดี๋ยวเราทำบ้างไหม
The wolf you feed is the wolf you need.
And they are howling.
เอ้าไม่ทันช่วยเพื่อน
Somebody bit the bullet.
They bit off more than just a bullet.
โอ้ด้านล่างเต็มเลยแดงอ่ะ
Assault class, that's the right choice.
Something. Look at me go. Watch out.
Enemy took Point Charlie.
What adjustments are crucial if they want to get back in control?
Don't get hung up on defense. Look for new avenues to the point. Grab another cap. The rest takes care of itself.
Yes, one point at a time.
Forget about accuracy. Give me fully automatic.
Their control of the pacing. Now that is the key to tonight's game.
Yeah, you can thank veteran leadership for that. They've been here before, and they certainly know how to handle themselves.
You're the last standing major
โอ้ย
striking.
เอ้า
Watch your back.
มาเกิดตอนไหนวะตรงนี้ มันก็ดูข้างหน้าจะลงไปช่วยเพื่อนแล้วเมื่อกี้อูสตั๊กไม่เคยเล่นครับ
Tonight's
แต่เคยดูเขา
respawn
เล่นอยู่
brought
นะ
to you by Galvanon. Feel like a lucky punk with Galvanon.
I'm sweating like a hog.
Getting hit.
โอ้อยู่นู่นโอ้โหไอ้ปืนกลยักษ์ผมก็มองหาอยู่โอ้โหดูปืน
Is in the lead.
มันน่าจะเป็นพวกเวลสูงอ่ะ ถ้าเวลสูงได้ปืนหนักไง
It can be tough to walk away from a
ดู
fight
เขา
and
เทส
fall
มาตั้งแต่
into
วัน
a
ไหน
more
เราชม
supportive role, but that's what it takes
โอ้
sometimes to
แต้ม
get the job done.
เท่ากันเลยอะ
Taking the lead. Well done.
เอาหน่อย
Point beta belongs to us.
Taking flag. The
โอ้
Gravediggers
ย
have
ปื
their
น
work cut out
ไอ้
for
ปืน
them
กล
today.
มาอยู่ตรงนี้ด้วย ขวาโถมแล้วตอนเนี้ยใครจะมาชุบผมไหมน้อผู้ใดจะมาชุบผมไหมน้อไม่มี
You know, anybody who gets in the way of this offense needs to be prepared for the firestorm.
ไปขวา
One
เลย
of
ไป
the
ข
points
วา
of
เลย
emphasis here is how they hit
อยาก
hard
ได้
and
ปืนเหมือน
keep
ไอ้นี่
their
บ้าง
feet
อ่ะมันเก็บ
moving.
ได้ใช่ไหม
And they
ปืน
just
อ่ะ
don't ever pull their punches. Sprinting.
Right from the get-go, they got rid of the so-so.
They are a tempest of terror. The more champions near the point, the faster the capture.
เอาปืนกล
Resupply.
ไปใช้ได้ไหมยิงเข้าหัวแต่ไม่ล้ม
Some good team play happening right now.
You can't spell team without me.
Were you thinking of a different word?
No comment.
They could use a revive. Taking
โอ้โห
damage.
Charlie. 2 minutes remain. Focus up.
เนี่ยเพื่อนมันต้องอย่างนี้บ้างทีมน้ำเงินเราอ่ะยอดบริกูดโอ้โหกำลังชมตัวเองเจ็บตัวโอ้ยเร็วเจ็บเข่าเพื่อนเจ็บเข่า
Go for assault.
We're near the end of the first half.
ค่ากาแฟก็ได้โอ้โหเราชนะแค่สุดยอดเราชนะบ้าง
Halftime showdown started. In standoff, you've only got one bullet, but every kill awards you another.
Be careful though, you only have one life.
Secret to single
เฮ้
bullet
ยทำอะไร
standoff, if
เฮ้
you
ย
ask me.
อาวุธระยะประชิดเฮ้ยมันแล้วเว้ยเฮ้ยอาวุธระยะประชิดท่านผู้ชมมาดิ
Your advice involves hiding in
อาวุธระยะประชิด
places.
นะดิ
Well, they
เอามัน
can't kill you if your
เอา
cranberry
มัน
makes you sing.
True,
เอา
very
มันโอ้โห
true.
มันทุบเราแรงเหมือนกันเลย
Finito.
ใครใช้ปืนอ่ะอ๋อ
Wham bam.
Oh, don't look.
That was quick.
Yeah, you never know when death will strike.
เฮ้ยอย่าใช้ปืนอย่าใช้ปืนเซ่
The Spirium Oil wins the halftime showdown.
What a
โอ้
show.
ขอได้ไป
Glenn, you
แต้ม
got the grievance of the day?
Got it right here. Ascension
Okay,
filed
okay.
a grievance against Vesperium concerning the cost of pollution cleanup near their facilities. Ascension acquired the site from Vesperium last year and claims the severity of the spill was not disclosed prior to sale.
Today's grievances are brought to you by Cola Shop. You can't live if you're dead.
One thing that stood out to me during the first round was their composure on defense.
That comes
เหมือ
from
นพักครึ่งอ่ะมีพักครึ่ง
You
ด้วยนะ
haven't played against big teams, then you haven't hit big shots, and you're not on the same level.
Exactly. I believe that winning plays a role in that, and hitting big shots plays a role in that. And what you need now is an opportunity to see what that feels like.
Destroy those barriers. Create your own path. That's
Oi.
what they're there for.
โดนหลังเล่นอีกอ่ะ
Enemy stole point
โคตร
Bravo. Point Charlie belongs to us. We captured Point Alpha.
You know, some of the best champions I used to run with, they never fought the game. They went with the game, not against it.
You can waste a lot of energy fighting the game, but the greats will tell you to loosen up, find the wave, and ride it all the way home.
Exceptional capture.
What
they're concerned about right now is the shape of the team.
Well, there's rust in the gears. They change up the comp, they'll be just fine.
Enemy stole Point Alpha.
Goes to the corner. That hurts.
โอ้โห
Keep those
อยู่บน
eyes on a swivel. With this control setup, where do you go from here?
Keep your eye on those obelisks. Make one grab at a time. Claw your way back into this thing.
Enemy 2
Right.
Bravo.
They're out of bounds. Get over it.
Whoopsie!
ไม่มีน้อย
โดนเล่นแล้วออก
they
เขต
locked
ครับ
down another
ออก
point.
เขตก็ไม่ได้
This
นะโดน
arena
เล่น
is
งาน
gonna
อีก
be theirs, if it isn't already.
Couldn't agree more.
You just got a new lease on life.
Do you folks at home want to see combat champions live in the arena? Make sure to purchase tickets on our website, combatchampions.com.
We are in the lead.
Kind of a fun night. Great momentum here. Plenty of drive.
Oh, yeah. You got to keep an eye on this team. They play like they got something to prove no matter how big their lead. What does your offense need to settle into right now?
Communication is key. Choose a target and agree on it. Go from there.
Enemy teams in the lead.
Catching
โอ้
shells.
ตรงไหนเนี่ย โอ้ยโดนหลังอีกแล้ว เก็บเข่าอยู่แล้วครับท่าน ขอบคุณเพื่อนเฮ้ยเพื่อนเราโดนทะลวงหลังตอนนี้มาจัดการหน่อยดิ
There's a ringer. Strike team down. Looking for a
โอ้ไม่ทัน
revive.
Point Alpha belongs to us.
You know about their ability to get to the foul line, and now you get a chance to see it.
Pretty good looking offense.
Here we go again. Getting hit. Dome piece. What does your defense need to settle into right now?
Containment.
Oi.
That's the name of the game. Those
เพื่อน
captures are
ลงมา
big
ชุบ
in
ผมก่อน
terms of
อ๋อเรียบร้อย
influencing this game.
That, and
May
they
chúc
demonstrate
đầu
what
đôi
they're
nào
able
quen
to achieve once they get going. Hooray for science! Now go get some.
Careful, strike team is down.
Right now, blue team is doing a flex.
I see you, blue team. I see you.
Quite the
I see
showdown
you, I
between
see
these
you.
teams.
Let's admire the footwork here and see how it unfolds.
Dodging. Barriers support evolving sidelines. It's difficult to predict where your opponent will break through next.
เดี๋ยวพี่ต้องไปขายหนังเหรอเนี่ย
Straight left. Relocate.
อ๋อจ้ะ
Point Alpha.
ยาวเหรอ
Both teams looking very good on capture control.
They're having fun out there tonight.
Seals it with the assault rifle.
Sometimes you start the fight, and sometimes you finish.
As long as you stay alive, the rest is gravy.
I don't think that building can take much more punishment.
โอ้ย
Taking flack.
โอ้ยโอ้ยโอ้ย
They're on the
โอ้ย
wrong
โอ้ย
side of the grass.
มันยิงพังหมดเลยไอ้ตัวนี้โอ้โหปืนมันก็โหดเกิน
Back Back in business. Boy, they're holding on to this lead with an iron fist.
When you're at this level of play, everything you're doing, it looks effortless, you know?
Keep an eye on social media for tonight's sponsored raffle. Brought to you by CDI. Put a ring on it. A ghost ring, that is. Well, somebody needs a revive. What had been a great run forces them to wake up a little bit.
This is a near impossible task. Emphasis on near.
They got it. They just need to show a little hustle between points.
2-minute warning.
Shut that kill streak down.
Excellent assist.
น้ำยา
Nice move there.
เดี๋ยวน้ำยาเดี๋ยว
Taking damage. Go the distance.
ขนมมาแม่ปะคะ
Find ammunition.
ไม่เป็นไรมาเอาไม่ไปรีบอ่ะ
ตายแล้วกระสุนหมดทำไงดี
This match will be over soon.
There's nowhere to
โอ้
hide.
ยโดนสไนเปอร์
The enemy is in the lead.
Feels like the next few minutes could be decisive.
They had better be.
Wake up and
เดี๋ยวเพื่อน
smell
โอ้โห
the
มันตีตื้น
coffee.
มาแล้วเรา
Fatality.
โอ้โหสไนไม่เล่นเราสละ
ดอกไม้เนี่ย
Enemy stole point Bravo.
Play ball.
This match is ending.
โอ้แพ้
Can you believe it? This match comes down to a tiebreaker.
In sudden death, the first team to capture the obelisk wins. But be careful, you only have one life.
ต่ำแม่ถึง
นะ5 ทุ่มนะ
ถูกเกิน
เที่ยงคืน
พูดอย่างก็
You
แก่
got
แล้ว
this.
เที่ยงคืน
เล่นมาเยอะไก่บอกคือละใส่รองเท้าถ้าอะไรอย่างเรา
Run away.
ขา
5
โอ้โห
rounds.
เยอะเกิน
Only
ซ้าย
2
ขวา
minutes left. Knuckle up. There's the enemy.
The team is looking for a revive.
We should be careful not to leave the play area.
น้ำเงินเหลือคนเดียวนะ
Enemy there.
Vesperium oil takes it.
Well, Ascension's just going to have to live with that bad deal.
Here are the numbers.
It was a match of runs.
It's a loss for blue team, but it's not the end of the world.
Oh, no, this shouldn't get them down. They played hard and they played well. Sometimes that's all you can do.
We need to take a second to say congratulations.
Here's our employee of the match. What an amazing achievement.
I've been on the edge of my seat since this match started. What a riveting performance from both of these teams.
Today's post-game stats brought to you by...
Sinaccurate. It isn't a sin to be accurate.
Quite the bullet fest that was.
And we got plenty more bullets coming your way, so...
Hello and welcome back back to Combat Champions. I'm Big Bear Elston.
And I'm Lynn Harvester. Another day, another fight for corporate supremacy.
I can't wait for this festival of firearms.
ผมชอบฉากอลังการเนี่ย
Can you picture a more perfect matchup?
No, not me. These two have been itching to get back in the arena.
What should we be on the lookout for?
Well, today we're going to see pacing come into play. Whoever controls the pace controls the momentum and can establish an early lead.
So we're gearing up for a real knuckle duster. Let's not waste any more time.
Good day, Chief Combat Officer here. I'll be providing key tactical information about the match. Now let's go have some fun, eh? Enemy took Point Delta. We've captured Point Alpha. Enemy took Point Echo. Enemy stole Point Charlie.
Taking
เอ้า
flag.
โอ้มาตอน
Sniper.
ไหนวะเนี่ย
Point Bravo belongs to us.
Tonight's respawns brought to you by Ascalapico. Stay alive on the run. Trying to keep this team pointed in the same direction is proving difficult.
I think they're kind of caught off guard a little bit, so I can't blame them. When you see this team struggling with control, they're not used to that. It's not a pretty sight.
They'll want to be careful not to let that overwhelm their mental.
They just need to stay focused and make a few land grabs.
They do, and the pressure lets off a little bit. Somebody doesn't need their bucket list anymore.
Good one, Lynn. Add another assist to the stat line.
The team that wins this match is going to be the one with the most assists. Now go out there and mess them up.
Getting turned.
Ow!
Enemy stole Point Bravo.
Live rounds.
โอ้โห
86.
คุมตึกหมดเลยอะ
Back in business.
You're the last one standing in your strike team. Watch your back.
This match is starting to get out of hand, and it's looking worrisome.
They'll need to get out of these traps and fight back into the lead.
Then they need to start now.
Getting hit? How many bullets does it take?
โอ้แต่โฟกัสไกลลืมดูใกล้
Don't take any crap from those other champions. Taking flak. Moves in.
Resupply. Time to head on over to the halftime showdown.
ใช้ไม้ทุบกันมาในเชิงเนี่ยทำอาหาร
Feeling it. Ooh, didn't quite make it out of that jam.
No, they did not. Getting hit? Don't fear the Reaper.
Keep those eyes on a swivel. Switched on. Slides right. Catching shells. Funeral. Pixel Futures wins the halftime showdown.
Clutch finish. Well done. All right, partner, we gotta pay some bills. Time for the grievance of the day. It's dangerous work. You miss an ounce, and it's goodbye, Mr. Thumb. Today's grievances are brought to you by
Idalia Dairy Farms. Cow lactation for that wow sensation.
It's like I always say, if you stay focused on the drive, you'll get where you need to go.
Well, they're on their way, that's for sure.
The sooner you make up your mind, the sooner the food is on the table.
Sure, you gotta be fit, you gotta be strong, but what people seem to forget is you gotta be decisive.
Let's see how those decisions pay off in round 2.
Those metal detectors will blow up your whole spot. Vesperium's point.
Enemy took point Bravo.
Now they're the mayor of Bullet Town.
Enemy stole point Delta.
If you know where to punch through, those barriers provide some very interesting sidelines.
Shut down the kill streak.
Can they come back from this? How do you favor this team?
They've done this very well in the past. They've been the team that has come back from bigger deficits than this. We really appreciate all our viewers tuning in tonight. Thanks for being here and experiencing all this wild and crazy action with us.
It could be really rough for them to get through this.
The points aren't in their favor, but there's plenty of options for them if they can just get pointed in the right direction.
Enemy stole point Echo. Point Alpha is ours.
This match is falling apart.
No, this is how it goes. There's gonna be plenty of back and forth before this thing is over. Live
เฮ้ย
rounds!
โหสไนมันเอาเรื่องว่ะ
Enemy took point Charlie.
Welcome back.
I only take these mascot jobs to pay the bill.
lose faith. We've seen them come back before.
This is where we really get to know this team. How do you break in? How do you set up? Can you come together and get back in this game?
Oh, they can. I'm sure of it.
We'd like to take a moment to thank the CMA, not only for combat champions, but for all the great work they do.
โอ้ยมันยังไม่ตายอ่ะ
They keep peace among the
ยิงอะไรเราเนี่ย
corporations. They keep the community strong. Who doesn't love the CMA?
You got me, Lynn. Assault!
We've captured Point Echo.
This costume is so heavy it's claustrophobic in here. I'm freaking out.
Taking flak. Big pistol.
Red good พูดอยู่ตรงไหนนี่เอาโหอยู่ด้านหลังเราอีกผมก็มองไปด้านหน้า
Enemy took Point Delta.
Go forth and conquer.
I only take these mascot jobs to pay the bills. I'm actually a professional dancer.
Good body control. Taking damage.
Thanksel Futures takes the win. Vesperium lost some drills, and some prisoners got lucky.
Well, that's the match for you. Here's the box score.
Quite the battle, wouldn't you say?
There were a few pleasantries, yes. Well, chalk this up as a loss for blue team.
No big deal. This is a great team. They'll find a way to win on the next one, I'm sure of it.
Congratulations to the employee of the match.
Bravo.
This was a fun match. Very fun, very exciting. I'm on cloud nine.
Today's post-game stats brought to you by
Collishaw. Live the life you want, not the death you dread.
Stay with us as we get ready for another exciting matchup. Welcome back to Combat Champions. I'm Big Bear Elston.
And I'm Lynn Harvester. We appreciate all of you tuning in tonight.
And it's a good thing you did, because you won't want to miss this boulevard of bullets. What can we expect from today's matchup, Lynn? You've been keeping an eye on these two all season.
I have, but today will be a bit of an outlier, I think, especially after their last match.
Why is that, do you think?
Well, they left it all out on the field, and it didn't quite go the way anybody expected. This time around, they're going to be out for blood. They're looking to put a definitive end to this little rivalry.
Did anyone else just get goosebumps? Seriously, I think the hair on the back of my neck is standing up.
Better get used to it, Bear, because this match is underway.
Good day, Chief Combat Officer here. I'll pass on strategic information about the match. What say we get going, eh? Enemy took Point Echo. Enemy stole Point Alpha.
Turn up!
Ooh, the trigger pulled itself on that one.
ทีวีผมได้พอตัวเอง มันท่วมตรงไหน
Ascension takes the lead.
Old coach of mine would tell the team, you don't get to decide who wins, you decide what wins.
Control the controllables, and one of the things you can control is your own fight.
Capture the obelisk to lock down a new spawn location.
Enemy stole Point Echo.
ที่เราฝั่งไหนโอ้โหฝั่งเราเนี่ยเอาอยู่นะแต่ฝั่งนู้นยังเอาไม่อยู่แน่
We've captured Point Alpha.
The next step in their evolution. The defense is there. There are still things to work on, but the offense is what gets people on their feet.
Today we're gonna see the difference. I mean, yeah, this is good here.
They've been changing things up, and it's starting to work.
Yes, and they've now taken the lead. Getting hit.
Ui,
I
đốt
wouldn't
làng
want to be
riêng
out
hổ.
there right now.
Ooh, it's a slaughter. Wake me up before you go!
เอ้าอะไรนี่แค่มายิงที่จุดเกิดผมเนี่ยอ๋อไม่ให้เลือกจุดเกิดเมื่อกี้เราลืมเลือก
Destroy those barriers, create your own path.
เพื่อนไปมันช่วยไม่ได้เพื่อน
Point Echo is ours.
Taking damage. It
โอ้
all
โหอยู่ข้างบน
happened
หลั
so
งคา
fast.
ก็หายุ่มอยู่ตรงไหน
They thrive because
Thank
of
you.
their outlook and energy.
Oh yes, they're upbeat, high tempo, and happy to be here.
Now that's a team you can have fun watching.
And the power weapon has changed hands.
You're the last one standing. You're out of ammo.
Watch
Ui.
out for snipies.
โดนเซลล์ไนเปอร์ไหนยิงเนี่ย
They took the point like it belonged to them.
I guess it did. Let's get back into it. Keep an eye on social media for tonight's sponsored raffle. Brought to you by
Polish off. Tell the
Oh,
Grim
ยิงไม่
Reaper
ตาย
his zipper is down.
Respawn.
respawn
Resupply.
Enemy took Point Echo.
Take a look at the score right now.
They're controlling the scoreboard as well as the arena. Bullet machine.
Enemy took Point Alpha.
Feeling it. Boy, you gotta
Oh,
watch
đổ
out
không
on the
muốn đánh gì.
battlefield right now.
Peeking around a corner might cost you your neck.
Point Bravo is ours.
อย่าเห็นเว้ย
Taking flag.
โอ้ไม่ทันโอ้โห
Was that enough bullets, do you think? The Spirium has it. Respawned and ready to rock.
Sniper.
โอ้โหสไนเปอร์เอาเรื่องว่ะ
Now go out there and get it done.
Point Alpha belongs to us.
hits its target.
And the target falls down and is heard of no more.
Let's head on over to the halftime showdown.
ทุบกันอีกแล้ว มาดิมาดิ
Deleted.
Flanked.
ลงนี่กระโดดลงมาดิ
On the move. Taking damage. This area is out of bounds. Getting hit.
They're dropping like flies out there.
The bug zapper is buzzing.
We're in the lead. Enemy in the lead.
Vesperium Oil wins the halftime showdown.
โอ้โห
Expertly
เสียดาย
played. You got something to grieve about?
Not me, but let's see who does. Vesperium claims that Ascension Mining has discovered oil during their excavations and did not disclose the whereabouts to Vesperium, and furthermore has been refining the oil themselves. That's a kooky one.
All right, partner. Gotta pay some bills. Today's grievances are brought to you by Ascalepico. Stay alive on the run. Both of these teams, respectfully, they had some good plays there in the first.
Because of that coordination, nobody had a significant hold in this game whatsoever. It's just been slowed down by the fact that nobody's willing to relent.
Where do we go from here? What does the second half look like?
One of these defenses needs to be shaken off. If they continue along this path, this is going to be a long, hard round for everybody involved.
The obelisk is one of those iconic CMA props that have been with us since the first season of Combat Champions.
โอ้รถจักร
Enemy stole Point Delta. Point Charlie is ours.
Resupply!
Enemy stole Point Alpha.
มันบอกลูกน่ะเป็นตัวอย่างที่ดีเมื่อหลังบอก
Two King,
มันบอกว่าแม
these
วมา
champions
ปิด
are
เลย
working
ลูกก็
together
ปิดเลย
real well.
It pays to be unselfish.
เนี่ยดูลูกเป็นตัวอย่างพ่องมากินแล้วลูกจับวางไว้เลยค่ะจริงๆไปดูน้ำเปล่าเนาะต้องลงที่ไหนไปกินน้ำมันสารอเลยกินน้ำตาลเลยกินน้ำตาลเลยเอาเลยแม่ต้อง
Not a cloud in the sky. Great weather conditions for just about any style of play.
Drop dead gorgeous. An important thing to point out here is the way they don't let this little speed bump dishearten them.
Sure, just listen to their team leadership and you'll see why. They give lots of credit for changing that culture and holding everyone accountable.
With this kind of success, it's not just coming down to individuals and their skill level on this team.
Absolutely right. This team as a whole is starting to become very cohesive and the synergy is there.
Let's see if they can keep it going. That hurts.
โอ้โห
Sniped.
รถสไนเปอร์อยู่หลังได้ไงเนี่ย
Enemy stole Point Bravo.
Let's get right back to it.
Enemy took Point Alpha.
อุ้ย
AIA.
ไหนมันเอาเรื่องวะ
Really crowded the inside of the point.
It's easy to make a capture with positioning like that. Go get some.
เฮ้ยลืมเลือกจุด
Well, we've got quite the match in our hands today. And it's all made possible thanks to the good people at CMA.
Without them, combat champions would not be possible. Taken flag. I'm very happy with the trajectory of this match. This could have easily gone the other way.
Yeah, I don't think so. These teams both got something to prove. They're out for blood.
อยากให้ยันยาเอาจานเข้าไปทางนี้นะ
Now get out there. Show them what's up.
มันไม่ตายได้ไงนะโอ้โห
Alley-oop assist.
Run.
เกมใหม่ใช่ไหม
ไม่ในเกมฟรีหรอก
เกมใหม่เกมอะไรบอกหนูมาเกมอะไรบอกหนูมาเกมอะไรเกมอะไรบอกหนูมา
คอมแบกหรอก
อันนี้อย่างนี้เหมือนในโฆษณาที่พอ
เฮ้ย
ที่พอดู
ยิงไม่ตายได้ไงเนี่ย
Hail of bullets.
อันนี้เหมือนเกมที่พ่อดูเลยอ่ะที่ในโฆษณาพ่อทำอะไรของ
พ่อเจ็บเข่าพ่อน็อก
You know, anybody who gets in the way of this offense needs to be prepared for the firestorm.
One of the points of emphasis here is how they hit hard and keep their feet moving. And they just don't ever pull their punches.
We've captured Point Alpha.
They love that outside angle. Slides right, boxing out.
You're the last one standing on your strike team. Be careful.
They're ready for more.
อุ้ย
Sniper bait.
โอ้โดนสไนเปอร์ด้านบนเหรอน็อก2ดับเบิลน็อกตัวนี้ไม่ได้แล้วตัวนี้ดีเลยแล้ว
Open for business. Capture the obelisk to lock down a new spawn location.
Firing line.
Point Delta belongs to us. We've captured Point Charlie.
They want to try and suffocate them
โอ้
with
มั
this
นเปิดอะไร
broad
เนี่ย
base
สไนอีก
control.
อะ
If they keep their foot on the pedal, now that they have this advantage, they will T-bone this arena.
เอาเพื่อนโดนเหรอยุ่งละ
Tonight's respawns brought to you by NanoPack. Nanites that bite back.
เอากระตุ้นให้หนูหน่อยได้ไหม
อยู่ไหนลูกข้างในลูกไปเอามาลูก
2 minutes remain. You're doing great.
Hear that beeping noise? Somebody just set off a metal detector.
Revive needed on the strike team.
Enemy stole Point Echo.
Ui.
Oh, that'll break the budget.
เพื่อนเอาขอได้
Vesperium oil wins!
Vesperium just got a new oil deposit.
Well, here are the numbers for the match.
I don't think that the box score really shows how intense it got.
We need to take a second to say congratulations.
Here's our employee of the match. What an amazing achievement.
That was an exciting match of combat champions.
Today's post-game stats brought to you by
Slick soda. Taste that petroleum.
Combat champions will return with another exciting matchup.
We'll see you there shortly.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to Combat Champions on Big Barrels.
And I'm Lynn Harvester. We're coming to you live courtesy of the CMA.
And bringing you the best in corporate conflict from around the globe.
So talk to me about what we're getting into here, Bear. You know these teams.
I do. I spent some time watching footage of their last match, and what I saw was a very explosive vie for point control backed up by two unforgiving defenses.
They're not planning to play polite then.
Are you kidding? I'd be surprised if any of them are left standing by the end.
Okay, you heard him, folks. We have a match to get into.
Hello, Chief Combat Officer here. I'll pass on strategic information throughout the match. Good hunting.
Every one of those barriers is destructible.
Point Echo is ours. Point Delta is ours. Capture point Charlie.
A lot of balance in their game. Very few hiccups.
They know how to keep their best foot forward. Since we have a moment, let's give a nod to the home team, Empyrean Engineering. Stay with style at Empyrean. And remember, a little class never killed anyone.
Well, I don't know about that.
Point Delta belongs to us.
Pistol!
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Ooh, there's another one of those truthful rhymes. Catching shells.
โอ้ยโห
Stay
โดนลูด
loose and light. Love the fight.
They'll dust themselves off and try
Don't
again.
loot.
They are commanding the capture points in this arena.
Coming to work early.
Get out there and have some fun.
Enemy took point Alpha.
This lead gets blown right open.
They need to make sure they can keep up with this pace. paving the way here for arena control.
They're definitely going to be confident now. The more champions on the point, the faster they can capture it. Point perfection.
Point perfect. Perfect. นี่เราคุมพื้นที่หมดเลยเหรอเนี่ยเอ้าฝั่งแดงทำไมนี่อุ้ย
Now it's time for the halftime showdown.
It's rockets only, and you only have one life.
So you best be careful because the last champion standing wins.
And don't forget, you can capture the objective to win the round early.
บาซูกะ
Placed for your convenience. Taking
โอ้
damage.
โหไม่ทัน
Imperial Engineering wins the halftime showdown.
What a show!
What do we have for the grievance of the day?
Thanksel Futures claims that Empyrean Engineering has called in more faulty arrests than any of the other corporations combined. They're conniving to put as many people in prison as possible so they don't have to look at them.
Today's grievances are brought to you by Synaccurate. Go the distance with Synaccurate. Tell me, what are your thoughts on that first round, Lynn?
Well, I noticed they had a little trouble locking into their defense. But really, I'm not too concerned.
Now they have an opportunity to flip the switch.
Yes, sir. They have plenty of time now to get back into a rhythm and make this a very different game.
We've seen them do it in the past, and I have a feeling we're going to see them do it again here in the second round.
โอเคเพื่อนยึดเสาดิเอาคะแนนกัน
In my experience, this kind of offense simply produces the best results. I mean, just look at that capture.
Sprinting, help with the finish. Getting hit. Sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite.
Yeah, their opponents are constantly trying to push them off balance, and that's when they're most vulnerable.
That was supposed to be one of their focuses tonight. They knew it would be a struggle, and now here they are struggling. Long shot!
มีระเบิดผีชีพด้วยเหรอเราเกินไป
Keep an eye on social media for tonight's sponsored raffle, brought to you by Magnuson. Sometimes a shotgun is more than a shotgun.
ฟังแบบเอา
Taking damage?
เอาใส่หูอ่ะ
ข้างบนเต็มเลย
Shade of death.
Always unfortunate. Revive and rejuvenated.
Usually what the tendency is to tense up and play it safe.
Yeah, and that is the last thing they should be doing right now.
Yeah, they need to breathe through this and get back to the good parts of their game and they'll be just fine.
Point Delta is ours.
Champions these days are pampered. Back when I combated, you didn't have these air rams like they do now. You had to go up and down ladders all the time. You know how much of a sitting duck you are on a ladder?
Yeah, I've climbed a ladder before, Bear.
Not as many as me, partner. I'm practically the king of going up and down ladders.
Whatever you say, sire.
ใส่เนาะแล้วที่นอน
Forward momentum.
Shut that kill streak down.
นี่จะมาหมดแล้ว
Capture the obelisk to lock down a new spawn location. What can they do to change this storyline?
They know what they need to do. They need to loosen up and have a little fun and take some risks.
I agree. This isn't the time to truncate their reach.
เอ้ยทำไมไม่ตายอ่ะ
With the pea shooter.
ซุปเปอร์ไม่ทันอีกโอ้
We are in the lead.
They will take the lead once again.
Indeed, they have answered back. You know what they say?
เฮ้ย
Love
โอ้
is
โห
a
มันอยู่ตอนไหน
loaded
เนี่ย
gun and it shoots to kill.
What does that even mean, Bear?
Because if you didn't love, there would be less ammo.
Go cap some bases.
Enemy took Point Charlie.
Getting hit.
Point Delta belongs to us.
Weaknesses are really good to turn into strengths, and I'm not really sure what their weaknesses are.
They're displaying nothing but strength while grabbing top control here. You got this. An assist for the blue team.
Everybody's thinking along the same lines right now.
Slides left.
โอ้โห
So many bullets, so little
สาม
time.
ตัวเลย
พ่อนี่ก็ยิง
Time to
ยิง
settle
โค
the
ตร
score.
ยิงเล่นนะยิงเล่นเข้านอนดึกยิงโคตรยิงเล่นเข้านอนดึก
อืม
2 minutes remain. Focus up.
โอ้ลงมาเจอพอดีอะไรจะขนาดนั้น
Get back in the action.
Watch out for metal detectors. They're a dead giveaway.
Enemy took point Echo.
This match is almost over. Kill streak shut down.
Great hustle out there. Forward momentum. Run. Good crossover.
I've seen champions punch a hole through a barrier and use it like a sniper's nest.
They're feeling it. Great hustle out there. Kill streak in motion. Oh, somebody just got smoked.
They're in the smoker, all right.
This match is about to end.
Woo, they're hot and bothered and ready for combat. Fengsel Futures has won.
Looks like them peoples are staying locked up.
Another match in the bag. Here are the stats.
Lots of killing in that last round.
Big props to the employee of the match.
Oh yeah, we saw this coming a mile away.
I'm very pleased with what we just witnessed. That's how Combat Champions is meant to be played.
Today's post-game stats brought to you by Cola Shop. Till the Grim Reaper is zippers down.
We're gonna bid this round adieu.
And we'll say hello to the next match coming up soon. Good evening, and welcome back to another exciting matchup here on Combat Champions. I'm Big Bear Elston.
And I'm Lynn Harvester. Tonight we're coming to you live courtesy of the CMA.
Yes, indeed, this should prove to be a devastating display of corporate carnage. What's the narrative for this match, Ms. Harvester?
I always like having my sniper up high in a space like this. It frees up your brawlers for greater mobility, and that's where the Breacher and the Raider class make their hay. If you can carve them out some elbow room, it's smooth sailing the rest of the way.
Say no more. Let's see if they take advantage and watch the gravy flow.
Hey yo, Chief Combat Officer here. I'll be providing key tactical information throughout the match. Now giddy up! Point Echo is ours. Enemy took Point Alpha.
Capture the obelisk to lock down a new spawn location.
We've captured Point Bravo. Enemy took Point Charlie. We've captured Point Delta.
On the move?
Catching shells.
โอ้โห
86th.
เสียดายมันมี2ตัวครับนึกว่ามีตัวเดียว
Radiant Horizons falls behind.
You got this. They like you. They really, really like you.
Let's take a moment to thank our sponsor, Idalia Dairy Farms. Cheese made to please.
Knocks him out of the air.
Enemy took Point Bravo.
Quite the showdown between these teams.
Let's admire the footwork here and see how it unfolds. This match is coming apart at the seams.
This is a difficult spot to find themselves in. They need to slow this game down.
Enemy took Point Delta. Enemy stole Point Alpha.
Slice left. Taking damage.
They're killing like
เรา
8
จะไล่อีก
birds
ตัว
with
หนึ่ง
one stone.
ตัวนี้ตัว
Soon
ส
there
อย
won't be any birds left. And we're back. Resupply.
They'll want to get to the next point right now. Start looking ahead.
Then they can slow things down because the red team is starting to roll.
Getting hit.
โอ้โห
Now
ยิงไม่ตาย
they're the mayor of Bullet Town. Play ball!
I had a meeting with the formal Combat Champions alums, a meeting you were absent at.
Me and Barbara were shooting propane tanks in the desert. I can't reschedule that.
Anyway,
Oh,
we were all
ปืนมันแรง
bragging
อะ
about
ไอ้
how
ปืน
in
นั่น
the
น่ะ
old days we had to play Battle Royale. I hated Battle Royale. You never felt so lonely being a team of one.
I loved it, but I was going through some things at the time. Dark things.
Okay, and we'll just leave it at that.
You can do it. Live rounds. Run! Taking flag.
Be at peace.
สายจุกไปจุกมาแล้วนะเนี่ย
Now go, go, go! Okay, here we go. It's time for the halftime showdown. This is Rockets only, and you only have one life.
Go for broke because the last champion standing wins.
And don't forget, you can capture the objective to win the round early.
Only 2 minutes left. Go get them.
Accelerating. Strike team needs a revive. Strafing.
โอ้ย
Catch that rocket.
Industries wins the halftime showdown.
Great play. Let's get to the beef of the match.
The beef is on the grill.
Radiant Horizons demolished a warehouse for Meadow, but Meadow refused to pay, claiming radioactivity contaminated nearby forests. All right, partner, we gotta pay some bills. Today's grievances are brought to you by Colishot. Live the life you want, not the death you dread.
They are on the warpath.
But how impressed have you been, though?
So impressed. One thing that I loved seeing throughout that first round was the growth and experience on these rosters.
Round 2 won't be an exception. We've seen some crazy plays, and they're all possible because this team has put in the work.
Enemy stole Point Charlie.
Respawned and ready to rock.
I really hate being the friendly face of such an evil corporation. You know what I mean?
Blue team is just spectating right now.
They need to get up off the couch and get to work, don't they?
Radiant's point. Now it's time to destroy.
Five rounds.
Rejuvenated by science. They may be asking a lot of a young team here.
Yes, and finding different ways to handle every single match is going to be an uphill battle for these newer champions.
Cut down the kill streak. Sprinting. Strafes left. That hurts.
They're dropping like flies.
Yeah, like flies made out of lead.
Let's go, go, go!
Careful, your strike team is down.
Their struggles may continue and start to bite them.
It's looking that way. That was a lot of bullets.
Now go out there and mess him up.
I hate my job. I hate fancy. I hate being
You're all that's left of your strike team. Watch your back.
Getting hit.
Champion versus Mr. Bullet.
Mr. Bullet wins every time.
Point Bravo is ours.
Respawned and ready to rock. Meadow Industries has won. Well, sometimes you gotta pay for nukes out of your own pocket.
That concludes the match. Here are the stats for today's contest.
You can really see the difference in the numbers.
A tough loss for Blue Team, but what are you gonna do?
Shake it off, knuckle up, hit the next one twice as hard.
Congratulations to the employee of the match.
Well done. Very well done.
You couldn't ask for a better showing. What a delight.
Are you ready for some world